अगर आपका जो नंबर्स आए हैं उसके बारे में अगर आप हम को एक आप ओवरव्यू दे सके तो।
चलो, थैंक यू वेरी मच। आज में जो नंबर्स हमारे जो नंबर्स कल हमने जो पब्लिश किया है, वी आर वेरी एक्चुअली क्वाइट प्लीज्ड विद द नंबर्स बिकॉज हमारे ग्रोथ ट्रेंड अभी सॉलिड हो चुका है। जो वर्कफोर्स मैनेजमेंट हो या ग्लोबल टेक्नोलॉजी सॉल्यूशंस हो, ऑपरेटिंग एसेट मैनेजमेंट में भी हमारा जो ग्रोथ है वो सब काफी अभी मजबूत हो रहा है। We have grown the highest number of headcount in the workforce management, and we continue to gain market share. Global tech solutions में भी हमारा जो growth last 2 years में जो growth हमने देखा है, that is being sustained. Operating asset management maybe we have actually grown the top line. One of the large customers, we've had to renegotiate the contract downwards in terms of margins. But notwithstanding that, I think overall business is in a very, very good shape. So what we have done this time is to create a fourth vertical or a fourth segment called product-led business. Some of the businesses which need more cash infusion or cash burn, we've actually separated that out, like Monster. We have a blue-collar platform called Q. We have QDG. These are some of the businesses where we need to spend some more money. And so we've called that out separately. Like Monster, we have raised an additional round of capital. We raised a round of capital in the month of January, and we will be spending that money to product development and marketing. So similarly, we have called out those businesses separate so that investors and the investing community can probably see the difference between existing business and the emerging businesses clearly.
जो आपने कहा कि एक कैश बर्न करेंगे आप प्रोडक्ट लेड बिजनेसेस में, तो आप उसका मार्केट कैसे देख रहे हैं और कितना रेवेन्यू एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं आफ्टर स्पेंडिंग सो मच?
Monster, so if you take one by one, if you take Monster for example, the only competitor for Monster currently, which is actually is a very strong competitor, which is actually Naukri. So Monster has today positioned itself differently as a talent marketplace, and it is in that regard that Monster has a huge addressable market. India as a market is rather large from a recruiting perspective, from a talent perspective, and I do believe that over the next 10 years, 15 years, India will become the talent supply pool for the rest of the world, and that's where I think a company like Monster or a business like Monster has tremendous potential. Further, if you were to look at it, the Monster business is not restricted to India. We Monster business in Middle East and in Southeast Asia, in India. So all these are fertile job markets currently, and so has tremendous potential. As far as the blue collar platform is concerned, I think everybody knows the importance of this platform. 97% of the workforce in this particular segment continues to operate in the informal sector, and they will slowly move into the formal sector over the next 5 to 10 years. That's where a platform like Q Jobs, like the one we have developed, will have a very important play because Q Jobs has been very intelligently built, and it makes the recruiter's life very easy to recruit the correct candidate, and makes the candidate's life also very easy by applying for the right jobs for which he or she has the necessary skills. So overall, I think these two platforms are in a very niche kind of space, and we are very bullish about it actually right now.
सर, जो हम पढ़ रहे हैं कि आईएफएम एबिटा मार्जिन में भी एक हम देख रहे हैं कि थोड़ा गिरावट आई है, और उसका रीज़न दिया गया है कि कॉन्ट्रैक्ट रीनेगोशिएशन किया है मेजर कस्टमर के साथ। अब वो आप कैसे एक्सप्लेन करेंगे, और वो कस्टमर कितना इम्पोर्टेंट था कि आपके मार्जिन्स में आपने एक कटौती दी है?
So the impact of the customer or the margins will be close to about 28 to 30 crores for the year, or about 7.5 crores for the quarter. So it's actually a couple of things. One is the customer. This customer renegotiating the contract downwards has impacted our margins. As everybody knows, we have not been giving we've not been giving market kind of salaries to our employees or the hikes over the last 2 years. Both 20 and 21 were difficult years. So the hikes that we gave our employees in line with market expectations or with market reality. So we had to do some amount of correction, and we have done a fair bit in the current year. So I mean, these two are the main factors that has led to our margins coming down slightly in Q1. We are pretty confident that some of these we will be able to claw back the people cost with increased business and operating leverage. We should be able to claw back increase in people costs and also absorb the margin reduction in the operating asset management segment for the remaining of the year and go back to an margin by the end of the year.
Sir, then any guidance would you want to give us? रेवेन्यू में आप कैसा गाइडेंस देना चाहेंगे, मार्जिन्स में, और कोई नए कस्टमर एडिशंस अगर आप देख रहे हैं पाइपलाइन में?
See, we don't give guidance. I don't want to say anything about guidance really, but all I can tell you is we will make the kind of growth momentum you've seen. I mean, you've seen us. The workforce management has been growing at the rate of about 33% year on year. So I think we will maintain a similar kind of growth because the market is really there. There are not. I keep saying this again and again. There are not many companies in the country or businesses in the country that can confidently say that we will grow at least at 25% year on year. We are one of those companies where we can say that. We will probably want to, I mean, anywhere between 20 to 25% should be a reasonable growth target for a company like us, even from a margin perspective. I mean, I think we have bottomed out as far as margins are concerned. Margins can only trend upwards from here onwards. There are some investments that we have done which have brought the margins down between Q4 and Q1, and even to some extent in Q2 as well. But come Q3, Q4, you will start seeing a very healthy pickup in margins, and we should be able to get back to the previous levels by the end of the year.